Alright, before I get started in the video, I just want to say like and subscribe, help a small YouTuber out. I'm just starting off with this YouTube stuff, and this is my third video, and I know I haven't uploaded a lot. I sincerely apologize for that. Just been busy with life and all that stuff, and trying to figure things out. So, if you guys want to hear more of me, just like and subscribe, press the hype button. Just try to, get my voice out there, and let's jump right into the video. Live service games, regular games, live service games, regular games. The only thing in common, it's a video game. Nothing else to it. By the bones itself, live service games are basically cash grabs, as we've seen with Fortnite, Skate, and usually just with also Call of Duty, which it does release, really games, and it's not free. And I will try to distinguish that as, close as possible. But you see all the monetization between these games, and I've talked about it previously with the Call of Duty games of the collaborations and all that stuff. But I think Fortnite has done it perfectly, and it really shaped what the new monetization of games is. Live service games are objectively good for the company, good for investors that are investing into the game companies and this like that. For example, Epic Games did it so perfectly with Fortnite. It's basically their one-trick pony. And as we recently seen right now with The Simpsons, which is basically one of the biggest IP literally in American culture. You cannot basically talk to a millennial, a boomer, and they'll know what The Simpsons are. And I know what The Simpsons are, and because I knew from my parents who are on that millennial range. So I've seen all this. It's like, it's basically big monetization, and we've seen this on and on again with many of these game, companies. So like with Skate has fully monetized their game, and for what it's worth, it is a perfect example when one game becomes a live service game, because Skate period is basically the fourth entry in the title, and is basically the sequel to the previous Skate games. And for me, it's a bit more personal, because I was part of the skate community for a bit. I tried to get into skating, didn't work out because I really do not. I have like 2 boards, but I'm not that good in skating. I want to get back in skating because those, the fundamentals is important. I like it. It's really, really like a good exercise, and for me, I consider it as a sport because of the Olympics, this and that. So I love the skate community, just like the skating community. So seeing Skate, I'm growing up with Skate. We've seen Skate 2, Skate 3, and those entries are perfect on their own perspective level, because with the original Skate, it was basically heavy on the skate community. So with all the skaters, they're bringing all like actual people that in real life, especially in the 2000s, and seeing like Paul Rodriguez and all these other skaters. It is basically brings the community into the game, which I love. And it kind of slowly died down with Skate 2 and Skate 3, but the community was there, the soul was there. With EA, we've known EA as like the money hungry company in the past couple of years. It is rated one of the worst game companies, and I'll try to pull an article here. But it's seeing EA do this pattern recently now, since they did sell into they sold their company, yada yada yada. But point being, they literally found a way to monetize a game that everybody loved. And since we didn't get a Skate entry in like the last couple of years, almost like nearly a decade, literally the last game, Skate 3, came out on basically on 2 generations ago of consoles. And now seeing how it's having this basically revival of the Skate game, it is a iffy situation, if I do say so myself, because if we're speaking in the live service title, they found so many ways to monetize the game. There's a founders bundle, there's literally just like so many skins, especially with season 1, and it does brand itself like early access. But mind you, being I mentioned Fortnite earlier because when the battle royale started, not the save the world aspect, but when the battle royale came out, it said early access, it said the early beta, yada yada yada. But now, as we see now, it is literally full on. This is the game, and I doubt that Skate is gonna have any changes. So, knowing Skate and knowing the previous patterns, this is just simple pattern recognition. We're seeing Skate try to follow the steps in a different community of gaming because Skate isn't following the simple battle royale aspect that PUBG did, H1Z1, because H1Z1 started the hype, but Fortnite was the one who perfected it and put something unique and put a new spin onto it. And as we've seen with Skate, all of what do you call it, the news, what I call POI is basically the big map, which is basically Sandman City, basically just like a full Skate heaven. And what do you call it, I forgot what YouTube video I heard of this, but it clicked in my mind. Skate was very popular because the skate seemed the whole world, the whole map seemed unskateable, and you found ways to skate on it. Here in Skate, the new one, not the one that came out, the first, title, Skate, the new one, is fully skatable. There's not one thing that you could do that isn't skatable. And you can literally turn off the vehicles, turn on basically pedestrians off, the vehicles off. You could basically turn off any inconvenience that you have in that game. And then just boom, it's right there for you. Just the convenience is there. And overall, you can make cool tricks. And I do enjoy Skate, new game, but it does hurt seeing that it is just a money hungry cash grab of a game. And Fortnite was basically the one who made the blueprint, said, hey, we are in early access, but you could buy the skins, you could buy cosmetics, which won't alter gameplay, because that's what it is. And me personally, I haven't bought any cosmetics in Skate, but I do have a locker room in Fortnite, which started in season 2, and grew past that, and I stopped playing after chapter 2, but I still have my original locker. I did give money to Epic Games, so I was one of the contributors. I'm not trying to discourage you if you're gonna spend your money on these games and these skins. By all means, I've done it for myself. I literally have a lot of guilty pleasures on Fortnite, but point being, that's how they get it. And as a consumer perspective, if I give this money for basically cosmetics, nothing that alters gameplay, and it's literally just for the fun of the game, and it's just for my personal interest. Another company's gonna see that, and then they'll try to integrate it in their own games. And a lot of companies have tried that, but Skate has been the most recent one. And I'm trying to think of what came before that, which will click my head later. But point being, well, actually, one popped up. Basically, and like Call of Duty, they have the Warzone, which is free to play, and literally it's just all cosmetics, literally all just gun blueprints, just the skins. There are some that are basically pay to win, like the full-on black skins, like basically hard to see in dark corners, but that is advantages that you could buy. But also, those are cosmetics that that don't heavily alter your gameplay, except people are barely seeing you. So seeing that mentality of companies having the live service, like, oh yes, people are still going to be constantly playing our game if we constantly add cosmetics, maybe some new POIs, because with Warzone, they did change the POIs, but then after they reverted back. And the reason why, it's because of Fortnite. Fortnite did the whole OG season back in 2023 with their OG season, and basically brought millions of players back, including me, back to the game to feel that nostalgia. And Call of Duty has done that with Resurgence. They've done that with the old map, with the old Verdansk map, and I do love it, and I played it. But it just hurts seeing that literally they're trying to just get that one extra player out of you so you can basically constantly play the game and basically make their investors happy. Because if you might see an old skin that you had in the previous game, because like in Modern Warfare 2019, that didn't transfer. All the inventory stuff didn't transfer out of that, but you could buy them back. You can buy Captain Price back. You could buy the Operator Soap. You can buy Ghost back because, oh yeah, because it is a live service game, and I doubt that mentality, that company mentality, is not gonna change. Because you know, I'm slowly starting to see that with Battlefield Red Sec. It is free to play, but it doesn't mean that it's gonna be a cash grab and try to push it. And they all gotta monetize in a way. Like, it does have the battle pass. Mostly with all these free to play games, there will be a battle pass. It won't thrive through any other monetization besides the player counts and people who bought the actual full game so they could play the multiplayer and the campaign, which I will make a video about my Battlefield experience because I do love the Battlefield. Number 6, it is an amazing game. I have so many clips that I want to share out. Hopefully I could live stream it with you guys. So, but yeah, back to my point. Red Sec, the new battle royale or Battlefield, it is a fun chaotic mess for what it's worth, because it is free and it is a big map, and the whole firestorm where you get instantly killed if you just go out of the zone, it is an interesting concept, which was in Battlefield 5. So it is a somewhat live service game, but it isn't pushing on these cosmetics that you have to buy, that may or may not make you be good or have a status in game. Because as well in Fortnite, they also brought that idea, that concept of having skins that basically determine your status. Of like, oh, if you're OG, if you're an original player, if you played this game a long time, or if you did challenges. And sometimes if you followed Fortnite Crew does a monthly subscription where each month a skin gets a new unlockable to the Galaxy form, which is the final form, but it just represents that you basically wasted 6 months on a subscription so you could get one skin's fully unlocked cosmetics. So yeah, its point being, these live service games, I don't think they'll end anytime soon until we speak with our wallets and having that mentality of not buying these stuff. So overall, live service games, they are very greedy. Don't try to dig a deeper hole just for you to make you feel good, because that's what these games are trying to do. But yeah, but if you enjoy the game, I'm not telling you to stop playing the game. I'm just advising you, these games are monetized by your habits and by what seems appealing to you, and they thrive on your money. And I doubt it's gonna end anytime soon if Fortnite is still kicking the bucket. So yeah, well, thank you guys for watching. I haven't made a video in a while, and hopefully I could talk about it soon. I haven't been doing much. I've just been working, did some stuff outside of work, but I want to keep doing this. I want to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year, so, and which is like 2 months. But I'm not trying to push too much. So I'm grateful for you guys who stuck it till the end. I really appreciate this, and I'll catch you guys next time.